Okay, good evening. This is 4F1KJA, and what I'm going to show to you is my one of my collection during 1988, and I have here is a military type VHF radio, and it's so called the Transceiver OPSFM-5B model with the serial number of 6130-E, and the brand name is the Hallicrafter. Okay, and it has a channel 1 and 2 with the power on. Then it is a simplex radio. It is a mobile portable radio that time for the military, and it has only one antenna on the bottom. But I took off the some RF output gain. Okay, over there. I take off that knob switch, and I change it into an antenna connector. Okay, that's it. I changed it, and I converted this into a repeater. Okay. Actually, this is a crystallized type radio indicated inside, but I changed it into a repeater. And as you can see, this is for the connection for the battery cell, but I put up an original cord here for external power supply, and this has a connection inside for the master switching. Okay, and it has a fuse. Here's the fuse box, and some adjustment connection. So since I already converted this into a repeater, okay, this is the RX antenna, and this will be the TX antenna. I bought it, I saw this radio on a surplus area wherein in Clark Air Base, and I bought this only for that time, 1988, is 1,005 from the surplus. So here's it. Okay, see, now it's already converted to a repeater. So let's see, going to power on this one. Power on. Okay, and I'm not going to tell you the frequency, and we'll try to monitor on the other band, on the other radio. Okay, a dual band radio. Okay, let us see on the transmit side. 1 2 1 2. So actually I set this transmit into a Grupo Kadbuto right now on 145 decibel 18, but later on I will change it to, I think I'll change it to 145. I will put this on, well, install this to Antipolo for an emergency frequency on 145 megahertz to sponsor for the NTC to utilize the emergency frequency, so that some security guards or blue guards on that frequency should be they are not authorized to operate on that emergency frequency. So I will let this military unit to be used by an amateurist, a legitimate amateurist. Okay, so again, 1 2 1 2. Okay, 1 2 1 2. Testing, 1 2 1 2. Okay, and for the receiver side on channel 1, for the meantime, Okay, it's 1 So you can monitor the receive RX on the simplex, and right now, so my plan here is to utilize by the amateur, legitimate amateur, for emergency purposes. So this will be standby for any situation, calamities, or disaster purposes. Okay, and I'll try to get some battery and a solar system so that it will not consume commercial electricity on the area. And maybe, I hope I can work it out after my project. I will fabricate two antenna for one set of this to be utilized as a repeater. So if you have any comment or suggestion, please don't hesitate to chat it down, and I hope legitimate amateur operator will like my idea to set this up and to sponsor to all users for emergency purposes. So good evening, and 73. This is 4F1KJA now signing off.